What's going on YouTube? Jimmy James Garage here. Another day, another update on the Mustang. So many of you know these Mustangs they're notorious for their throttle bearing failures. People say they should be riding on the clutch diaphragm, like the clutch fingers. Other people say no, you gotta have an air gap, or I've heard it all. I swear it's like a 50-50. Everyone's either this way or this way on the fence about it. When I had this clutch replaced, I felt like it wasn't, and I had a different cable on here. Now I got a Maximum Motorsport cable, but the first cable I felt like wasn't giving it enough throw for the clutch to completely like disengage. It was just kind of wasn't really engaging in gear. I don't really think the clutch was getting decompressed all the way. So anyways, I had my clutch wear out prematurely. It was because my shift fork here, as you can see, the clip's busted. It's all rounded out and grooved up. Sorry, let my camera focus back in here. Here's the pivot ball. It's got a nasty groove in it. It's all flat right there. So I think it was getting hung up in there every time I'd push the clutch in, and I think at that point it was probably side loading the bearing every time I was touching the diaphragm fingers, and because of that, it's making that noise right now. Of course, it's going to be way louder when it's spinning 1,000 revolutions per minute. So here's what I did. I gotta get underneath my car here, but a guy online was telling me to get some type of springs to put on the clutch cable or somewhere to attach to the shift fork to keep the throwout bearing away from the clutch diaphragm fingers, just so there's a little air gap. I tried starting this car up before without using the springs. I have my cable here, plenty of slack. Got a firewall adjuster. Anyways, the shift fork, just the weight of it alone, it just kind of barely, it'll just kind of, here, and then just kind of sits just on there enough where the bearing, the surface of the bearing just barely touches. So as the clutch is spinning around real fast, the flywheel and everything's going like that, the clutch or the throwout bearing was just barely touching and going around just a little bit. I don't want it touching. I don't want this thing to wear out prematurely. I don't want to do this job again. I've been doing it on the weekends here and there when I get an hour or two. I just got the car on jack stands to come out here and bust it out when I can, because I'm not paying someone $700 to do this job. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll take you down here with me. Give me a minute. So, alright, we're underneath here. Let me turn on the light real quick for you guys on my phone here. And I guess it won't let me. But, anyhow, the throwout bearing is right up in there. And I have a little bit of slack, as you can see. But what the spring is doing, it's pushing the bearing away from the clutch. Let me see if I got a light, guys. I'll come back down here with a light real quick. I just had it, so my bad. But I want to give you guys a good visual here. I'm not going to edit this video because I'm not all professional with that type of stuff yet. Maybe one day. But this is just a video to help you guys, so. Alright. So, as you can see, it's just got it off. There we go. It's got it off there just a little bit. So, yeah, someone's telling me I should try putting springs on there, and I think that's going to work. We're going to give it a try. We're going to send it. If not, it's pretty easy to take it off. I can just put this on jack stand or drive-up ramps and get it replaced. Also, this TR3650, they're notorious for being notchy. I do have an aluminum drive shaft on here as well. 410 gears, flow masters, pro chamber, H piper. I think they call it the. Oh, sorry. I got totally just messed up the camera configuration, but I'm gonna hit my head. But anyhow, yeah, we're gonna give that spring go a try. If not, look, it's $5. That $5 of a spring can save me another $30 throwout bearing, because I had a Ford Performance on there. That's the one I showed you guys on the busted shift fork. So I put a Timken in here. I got it off Rock Auto. It's 26 bucks. And I'm pretty sure the Ford throwout bearings are made by National Bearing, because a National one looks exactly the same. I'm pretty sure, you know, Ford Performance just buys a National bearing, throws their name on it, marks it up more. I didn't want to pay 70 bucks off LMR, American Muscle. You'll say it's like 65 cents for a freaking throwout bearing. Shit's it's garbage. Anyways, it's a 6-hour. I mean, let's probably pay someone like a 6-hour job to pull a transmission and put everything and put it all back in. But yeah, got the good old. I don't know if I have it out here or not. I did go to Harbor Freight. Let me zoom this camera out. This little guy right here is like 129 bucks for this transmission jack. The strap on it's trash, but besides that, it worked really good for getting the transmission out of here. It actually rolls surprisingly nice. So, oh, also, because these TR3650s, everyone, you know, they're always kind of notchy going into second. Sometimes when they're cold, they grind into third a little bit. I went and I did the Pennzoil, what is it, synchro mesh. And here, I'll show you guys here. And I'm going to give this stuff right here. I got it all filled up. Synchro mesh. And we're going to see if that helps. I've heard a lot of people swear by it. I've done the Ford, you know, the, what is it, Dectron 3 or Decron 3. And then I think it's updated Decron 5 now. Didn't have any luck with that. The transmission did the clutch job on here about 6,000 miles ago before my throwout bearing went out, and I had to just do this. But I had 4 quarts of oil or trans fluid. This car, these Tremec's are only supposed to have 3.2 quarts at the most. So I don't think they read the TBS report. But look at this trans fluid. Looks like cotton candy. I think it got all aerated because it had over 4 quarts. Because there's a little bit more. So I did pour some regular other training fluid, so that one doesn't look as bad. But yeah, shouldn't look like. So you gotta watch out for these local shops too. It's hard to find good ones. But yeah, guys, I will keep you posted on how this holds up. I mean, probably won't really have too much of an update on this particular situation until the springtime, but thank you guys for tuning in. If this is helpful at all, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, thank you again for tuning in, and have a great day.